Can you see me there?
Kind of. You want to start?
Yes. No, it can be 2 seconds. Get into it.
When you feel ready.
From these 3 different countries I've been living in. I've been in Portugal for like 3 years, and then I lived in Holland for 1 year, and then now at the moment I'm back in England. I like England best because you have London, I should say, because London is an international place where you can play games that are easily connected to other cultures. So I feel at home in London, yes. My life in Brazil was tough, was difficult life because of my origins, because where I came from, because of my race probably. It's something very unusual to talk about, but Brazil can be such a racist country. It was hard life, struggling for survival, and it was trying to be good enough to earn my living, and I couldn't, and that's why I left.
Introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Luiz Moreira, and I'm such a good guy. That's all I can say. I'm such a good guy. I've been trying my best to deal with the world in general. I've been trying my best to deal with the things I've been going through. But I wouldn't be given the chance in Brazil because I'm black, because I'm homosexual. Well, I wouldn't like to label myself as a homosexual these days anymore. But yes, that's the way they've labeled me in the past, and I wasn't a homosexual for them, which wasn't good enough, and black and poor, and that was a hard time, definitely. As soon as I came to Europe, everything started to change, and I had the chance to express myself, probably also because I was far from my family, from my values, and then I had the chance to be a Rolling Stone. I should say I had the chance to be a Rolling Stone. I became a Rolling Stone. I like the London beat when you can be all over the place at the same time and seeing different cultures. It's the word here. I like a lot my sexual life. I like a lot to be in this environment where I can be myself, where I can have a boyfriend, or where I can be this sort of androgynous thing. That's what I am, you know, where I can be boy and girl at the same time. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I really feel glad I was given the chance to be a woman and feel like a woman. I really feel like a woman most of the time many times I really feel like, well, yes, that's how I feel, you know, that's how I connect myself with the world, with this feminine feeling inside of me. It's very much unconscious, I think. It's not something I can control. It's not something I do on purpose. It's inside of me. And most of the feelings, I recognize them as a woman's feelings because I can relate them so well to other women, you know. Most of the time, we recognize the same feelings in each other. And I really do appreciate to be a woman. I think it's a good gift. And I wish many people would have the chance to experience that, you know, just for a while. It's wonderful. I think that's the point in me that keeps me together with everyday life, the difficulties. I think it's the beauty, it's the magic that comes out of me and that makes me so unique in so many points of my life. And it's something that I just can't control. It kept going along the way, you know. And I feel really great. I really think that I just managed to overcome most of my problems in life because of the woman, because of the feminine side. I was a victim of such a horrible thing once in my life, and I am still trying to deal with all the insecurities it brought in me. It's got to do with, you know, invading a child's privacy. With so much violence, with so much lack of respect for the other human being, I think it's horrible. I think it hurts so much, and it ends up in a physical contact, which is really, really painful afterwards, you know. And I really feel sorry for all these young children who have to go through such a painful moment in their lives, because it takes years and years to sort that out, or maybe they'll never will, and that's the big thing, you know. That's the horror of pedophily. You know, maybe you spend the whole of your life trying to deal with those reflexes. So I think we should stop and think about sexuality, because it can really affect us afterwards in the whole. I became a day-to-day human being and expressing myself as much as I could and earning a living much better than I had done before. What I'm doing these days is that I'm doing as much as I can in all the fields as an artist, as a performer, I can possibly adjust myself in, you know, and it's got to do with a lot of modeling.
You can play many characters. That's the good thing. That's good for a photographer. There are many differences between a man and a woman. The good thing is he can play both characters in the same time, you know? It's completely different as a woman. And sometimes more interesting as a woman than as a man. Yeah. And you can play much better with him as a woman. You can do more different things. I don't know, it's like different persons. I think he is a woman inside a man's body. He thinks as a woman and he reacts as a woman.
I'm being sculptured by all these ideas and situations and people looking at me and saying, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And then I just start to sculpture myself, you know, to become more of a personality than of an actor or anything that I could be. I don't think I'm none of these things. I would like to work as a performer, but I don't think I really adjust myself to a specific way of performing. So I would love to be in fashion, to be in theater sometime, and a lot in movies, different kind of movies where I could work with different cutting-edge directors, you know. I think there's no better way to express so many feelings than fashion, because you end up, you know, just putting on your body signs of your personality and making yourself understood and communicating with other people through what you're dressing, which is something that you just carry with you. How those wonderful shoes would perfectly be on me, you know. Here I am, once again flirting with Comme des Garçons windows, because I find it very, very nice, you know. I find it wonderful. Most of the clubs, they just suit the way I really see my sexuality. This thing about being androgynous and at the same time having a newborn spirituality about what I'm putting on in everyday life. And I come to flirt with the window because I know it's going to take some time for me to be able to afford, you know, to buy Comme des Garçons. I hope it won't take that long, actually. I hope it's going to be very soon. I know that for you to get to the aristocracy of fashion, there's so much games you have to play instead of really showing any talent or any real expression of what you are, you know. But I still love fashion, and definitely I would love to be in Paris on the catwalk, you know, just going all over the place with those wonderful clothes and just expressing the beauty of wearing different clothes. I think I can do that so well, yeah. Most of the dreams I had in my mind, they were based on fashion because of the idea that you can have of many different words through fashion, yeah. Being a woman and being your feminine side has got to do with the state of mind. It's got to do with how you deal with this side inside of you. And I think many women, they're probably only women, but they've never touched the feminine side itself, you know. They never touch it with that power of being the feminine, which is something very, how can I say, holy-like, you know. It's very holy. It's very beautiful to be the woman, the feminine. I live under my own rules, so once you do that, once you feel comfortable living under your own rules, you find it beautiful. It's very hard sometimes to deal with the outside world because the outside world doesn't approve of the images that are not expected in some people. There's a lot of suffering sometimes, mostly because of the outside world, but it just comes so naturally that it's not something I would like to fight in myself, really. I really feel great about that, and well, I'm never very proud of anything that comes naturally myself, but this side of me I'm quite proud of. I'm quite proud of being, being loads of women in a man's body, let's say so. I just feel I have my pussy somewhere in my mind, you know, and I love my dick as well. So it's a bit of bit of a conflict. Not a conflict because I feel comfortable, but let's say a controversy, you know, because you have a dick and you have a big dick, and then you suddenly realize that you also have a pussy that can work so well sometimes, you know. It's a big pussy that doesn't bleed every month at all, but it makes the work. It works it out very well, even if it's not physically there. So I'm really glad with my pussy. I don't need to get rid of my dick to have a pussy, if you know what I mean.
My questions are over. Would you like to say something else?
I would love to say to the world that whoever is seeing me at the moment, I would like to have the chance to say to the world at this moment, as a woman, speaking for the woman, almost a feminist. I really feel almost a feminist at this moment. I just can't take it on my back anymore. The idea that people are usually gonna be suffering somewhere out there. What I see at the moment is male power going wrong and wrong and wrong again. And I wonder, until when? When is it gonna come the time that we're gonna be together in communion and be happy? Because I believe in that. I'm quite positive. I believe in happiness. So maybe you should give a chance for women. They bring more integration, less phallic power, which is so positive, but can go wrong because it can be quite egocentric. And I'll do the best I can to change this. And I hope other people out there will be able to do that as well. I know it's not easy, but please, hey, you out there, just think a little bit that you can be caring and giving. Yeah, this is my message. That's my message. Please, let's look somewhere else. Let's look forward for something beautiful, for something more interesting than just killing each other, because this has been too much and for too long. Hello, hello, wake up. But anyway, I can be such a sweet person after all. I can be lovely and beautiful and kisses, but I can't just pretend that nothing is happening. Kisses, kisses, loads of kisses, loads of love, love. Love is in the air, you know. Just try to catch it and go with it. Go with the flow of love. We need that. Okay? Okay? Kisses. Bye-bye. Tava caminhando a pé para ver se encontrava a minha cigana de fé. Tava caminhando a pé para ver se encontrava a minha cigana de fé. Ela parou e leu a minha mão. Eu queria saber aonde mora minha pombagira cigana. Eu queria saber aonde mora minha pombagira cigana. Eu tava caminhando a pé para ver se encontrava a minha cigana de fé. Tava caminhando a pé, que é pra ver se encontrava a minha cigana de fé. Ela parou e leu a minha mão, e eu queria saber aonde mora a minha pombagira cigana. Eu queria saber aonde mora a minha pombagira cigana. Dale, pombagira. And that's me. That's Luiz living everyday life between the dream and whatever we might call reality as human beings. That's me.